I know for some, the law of attraction can be confusing, right? You attract the vibrational match of who you are. But here's the thing, you can only have what you are conscious of being aware of. So if you are conscious of being aware that you are poor, your consciousness, okay, is the observer, your awareness is the servant that you're right. You're absolutely right. You're poor. So you attract that of which you're conscious of being, that of what you are. So if you are attracting toxic experiences, toxic people, there's somewhere in your consciousness that is aware, rather, unconsciously or consciously aware, subconsciously, it's in there. It's somewhere in there that you yourself are toxic, that you yourself have things to work on, abandonment, okay? Um, pushing people away, whatever it is that you have attracted in this person, we can only mirror back to those what they are. That's it. We're just a reflection. We are a reflection of each other. We are one. So the law of attraction can sound a bit like, how did I attract, this? It's all about what you are embodying, what you are encompassing. That is what you will see in your reality. You are merely projecting out your own thoughts, your own beliefs, your own experiences. If this was helpful for you, drop a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Being in a healthy relationship has taught me what the value of humanity really is. Everything is built upon relationships. And when you have healed, when you enter into a relationship, which is a reflection of you, this is why you heal first, because you attract people who are a reflection of how you feel about yourself. So when you have love for yourself, when you have no type of sorrows, when you come unapologetically, that's the person for you that will show up. And when I met my man, he has taught me so many lessons. But the number one thing I will say is, a man who sees a woman, he does something that words can't explain. I moved to South Carolina. I knew not a single soul, no one. And I was there for 6 months before I met him by myself. Did everything by myself. Again, I don't talk to any of my family, so I knew not no one in South Carolina. When I met this man, we automatically just knew we were going to vibe, but immediately he just showed up for me. He did beyond what I did for myself. I put myself in a state I knew no one, but I never got on a plane before. I never actually had a vacation before. I never, it's so many things I never did that he said, let's do it right now. Let's go right now. And it's just something that a woman needs to feel. When you swim out in the deep water alone, that's you showing the universe, like, I am sovereign. But then something miraculous just happens. There comes your tribe who says, let's go deeper. I swam out to the deep, but this man came and said, let's go deeper. Because of him, I got to meet Myron Golden. Okay, I got to hug Myron Golden. For those of you who know Myron Golden is, period. Okay, he is a legend. And I just could never talk bad about the black man. I just could never, because my black man is phenomenal. And I got to meet Myron Golden. So it was like this two in one. Like, what? So yeah, take this and let it resonate with how it does. This is just me expressing how I feel. I love love. I love black women and I love black men. That is our ego. We are all one, of course. But this is an avatar. And my avatar like what it like, which is me. Manifesting is not a new technique. However, the awareness of it is newer. But we are all manifestations. That is merely what mind power is. Mind power is the all. That's what we're all a part of. We're all a part of source. So I've learned along my journey, there's really two ways you can intentionally manifest, meaning get into the reality that brings you joy, that brings you the good feelings, because we know what bad feelings feel like. And when you don't like something, arguments, toxicity, you desire for something that is the opposite of that. The first way is a mechanical rewiring. This is learning your mental faculties. This is encompassing knowing that You are projecting out your self-image. Whatever you feel about yourself, your beliefs, your thoughts, that is what you will see. You cannot outdo your self-image of who you are. You can't outdo that. You're going to always measure up to how you see yourself as. That's the mind mechanical manifesting. The second way is more of a mystical manifesting. This merely states that self-image is really your consciousness. This is your consciousness being aware of who you are. Whatever your I am is, that is what you will embody. I am is your consciousness. God is your consciousness. So when you are aware that, oh, I am poor, I am rich, then your awareness is the servant of that consciousness that you embody as the observer. This is what you're observing. So basically, you are, again, one with the mind power, but you know that you are source. And when you tap into the knowing, you embody the reality you desire to be in. So that's why it's two processes. One person might need that time to heal and traumas to heal, to manifest. Another person may just need to connect to the mere fact that you are one with the universe. And from that connection, that awareness, you intentionally bring forth your desires, because you're being your desire, and you have no attachment. You practice the art of detachment. You become detached from how it's going to come, because when we plant a seed, we know the seed is going to come. So you're not concerned about the when, the how, the why. You just know it's so. Those are the two types: mechanical rewiring or the more mystical approach. But either way, we're still manifesting, because you are what you feel you are. 10 years ago, I was put out of the cult I grew up in for the 30th time, which was also my last time. That last time that the cult leader told me to leave, they thought they were playing a game with me, but I won at their own game. See, when you grow up in a cult, you're constantly under fear, under shame. And I never had stable housing, because I was always told, pack your shit and get the fuck out. So 10 years ago, I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. But you see the title. I manifested 11 homes from then until now. Most of those homes were on campus. I had my own student housing. Okay. Only one time I had to share a house with other girls. But other than that, for the remaining 5 years of me getting my master's degree, I had my own student apartment. Then when I left that, went right into another form of student housing, but at this point I had to pay rent. Then from there, I moved to South Carolina, and then I moved to Atlanta. And mind you, I never moved out of the city of Philadelphia, the state of Pennsylvania, a day in my life. I'm sharing this with you because the one thing that caused me to manifest, to get where I am now, was merely the belief in myself and the art of assumption. I assumed I would be well taken care of. I did not know how. I did not know where it would come from. But I knew deep within me that I was powerful, and I would not be destitute. I would not be homeless. I would not have to crawl back begging for them to let me come back and stay. Because I said I would never go back again. I'm worth more. You are worth more. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below, because this is the season to cut and thrive. Cut out the weeds and thrive and blossom into the flower you are meant to be. Peace, love, and darkness. I will see you soon. Deuces.